says attention, which is what you should be paying to this video if you want to, study, right, new stuff. Attention, and I can't write the @ symbol right, but like, it's really cute. Attention and memory. Okay. Hope you can see that, okay? Probably not, actually. Can you? Maybe I'll go over into purple, just in case. Okay, so attention and memory are the newest subject that we've looked into in Introduction to Social Science this semester. It's going to be the last thing on the test, along with SMART goals, which I might also go over if I have time, because that was a very brief thing at the beginning of the year that we're going to be touching on in the exam. SMART goals is like a certain way to write out a goal so that you like definitely are sure you're going to get it done. Each letter means a different thing. I think I'm just going to go over it really quick. SMART goals. Okay? If you don't want to hear about SMART goals, don't listen to me. Alright. Goal setting, goal, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So SMART goals, the S means specific. You want to be very clear about what you want to accomplish in your goal. I wrote that a little weirdly. Like, why do you want to make it a specific thing? Like, oh, I want to do well in school. Not specific enough. Alright? Say you want to, like, if you want to make it long-term, say, I want to graduate with a 3.5 or higher GPA or whatever. And then later you would, like, list how you would do that. We'll get to that. Okay, sorry, I'm a little tired. I had exams today. I'm a little disheveled. Or I want to save money. That's also not very specific. By the end of June, I will have saved at least $500. And then later you'll go into how you're going to do that. Okay. So S means specific. The S in SMART means specific. M, measurable. By making a goal measurable, we know we know how we're going to accomplish it. It's a measurable thing. Like, okay, here's how. Here's when it's going to happen. Here's how it's going to happen. It's measurable. I am able to measure it. You know. S, specific, M, measurable. S and M. Yeah. Yeah, like you want to make it a specific measurable thing. Like, I want to gain muscle. How much muscle you want? Like, where do you want it? Where do you want to gain muscle? Because you got to figure out how you want to do that. And you got to be like, all right, I got to figure out, okay, so where do I want to gain my muscle? Say I want to do it, I want to gain back muscle. So then you're like, all right, now I got to find back focus workouts. And then, okay, I got to have to triangulate. I have to triangulate my diet towards gaining muscle. That kind of thing. Or I want to be more social, not measurable. I want to introduce myself to at least 8 new people at this new school that I'm going to. That kind of thing. Measurable, like, it's like specific, but you're being even more specific, you know? Okay. S, specific, M, measurable. A, attainable. Is the goal reachable and realistic? Is it? I don't know. You figure that out. Attainable. Yeah, attainable. A goal should require effort and reach. Okay. Interesting way to end a sentence, Al. Attainable is different for each person. Okay? Like, if look at me. Take a second, think about it. If I were to say, hey, I'm gonna join the NFL, you'd be like, really? For multiple reasons. You'd be like, really? You wanna join the NFL? You've never played football before. But I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. You saying I can't do it? And then you're like, you legally can't do it. And I'm like, well, yeah, I can. Come on. Like, but I can't. Because one, I've never played football before. 2, I don't have a good environment for football playing or practice. 3, I legally can't. Like, that kind of thing. Like, are you sure? Especially if I'm, like, older. If I'm 14 and of a demographic that can, like, do a football thing. Give me a second. I talk too much. Like, if I'm 14 and I say that I can, like, and if I really want it, I can make a SMART goal out of it, and I can, like, take steps throughout my lifetime. But if I'm, like, a 45-year-old version of myself, like this, take a look, not very football-y, and I say, I'm going to join the NFL, you're like, you're already, like, 45, and very, like, little, and I'm like, I can do it, and you're like, stop, go draw a picture, and then I would, because that's what I actually like to do. This is a really weird example, but, like, attainable, it has to be something that you can actually do, like, if you want to have a big lofty goal, like, let's say a goal that I actually want to have, actually don't really want to do this. I want to work for Marvel Comics. That's possibly attainable. I want to work for, actually, that's actually, like, an actual goal. I want to be the next Stan Lee. That's maybe not super attainable for the average person. Because Stan Lee, like, there was, like, a certain, like, time that was optimal to be Stan Lee because of the nature of comics. I'm a nerd. So there couldn't, like, a modern Stan Lee right now would have to do something really big. And I don't know if you know how, anyway. So then a more attainable goal that I want to be the next Stan Lee would be, I want to work for Marvel Comics. Or even if that's not super attainable for you, you can say, I want to start my own independent comic. I want to work on one independent comic idea. Like, you move down the ladder to the most attainable goal, and then maybe you can even move up from that goal. See what I'm saying here? Okay, so S, specific, M, measurable, A, attainable. Let's keep going. S-M-A-R. I can spell. Where's R? Where did I put that? S-M-A... Oh, R. Responsible. Excuse me. Responsible. Who else can help me meet my goal? Okay. So the way you would format this, in like when you're writing a SMART goal, you would start by stating your specific goal. Let's figure out a goal. I want to start my own independent comic. Pardon me. I just had some mac and cheese. Okay, you would say, I want to start my own independent comic. That would be your specific. And then, off of that, you would make the goal measurable. I will do this by thumbnailing a page each week. Making a thumbnail sketch each week, or working on, like, I will work on it each week. Every Sunday, I will accumulate my ideas over the week, and then every Sunday I will make a page. I will make a page. That's, like, your measurable goal. So we have SM, and then attainable. Yes, the goal is reachable and realistic. I can make my own independent comic. And then you can also say, and then later, then you can tack on, I can do this with the help of, here's responsible. Say you have a friend who owns, like, I really like a nice printer that you can ink the page, and you can use their printer to print out copies. And you can say, I can do this with the help of my friend who has that really nice printer that I can use. That's responsible. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's how it is. And then we would add T, the timeline. You'll say, by the end of the year, I will have finished at least one chapter or at least one volume of this comic. That's the whole SMART goal. I'll state it again. Okay, specific. I want to start my own independent comic. Measurable. Every week I will gather my ideas and make a page and have a sketch of the page by Sunday. Measurable. A, attainable. It is attainable because it is an independent comic. I do not have to go to a publisher. It is responsible. I can do this with the help of my friend who has a printer. Okay. I'm going to start my own independent comic. I'm going to do that. I will do this by working on it every week and making a sketch of the page every Sunday. It's attainable because I don't have to go to a publisher. I can do this with the help of my friend who has a really nice printer that I can use to print out volumes. And I have the first volume done by the end of the year. That is a SMART goal. That is a SMART goal. You can easily see each element of SMART in it. By the way, T is timeline. Like, by when do you want this goal accomplished? Okay, that's SMART goals. You can go back and read it all you like. Read it. You're not reading. Go back and look back on that all you want. Now we're gonna actually talk about what I thought I was gonna talk about when we did this, which is attention and memory. Oh my god, there's so much. Alright, attention and memory. Continued. Did I start? Did I give somebody my notes? 1 second. Think about this for a second while I go on the floor. Alright? Take my notes. Did I give them to somebody? I think I gave my notes to somebody, but I don't know who's the notes about. Oh well. We're just gonna talk about what I got. Alright? Periodic. I'm gonna be on the floor for a bit. Just listen, okay? Just listen. Attention and memory. There are 3 steps of memory. Encoding, storage. Okay. Where are you, bitch? Okay. 1 moment, please. Enter memory. Oh, okay. Encoding, storage, and retrieval. Now, there's an area of memory associated with each of There's an area of memory associated with each of these. Let's go over it. Make it snappy. Alright. Attention and memory continued. There are 3 steps of memory: encoding, storage, and retrieval. First, we're going to focus on Okay. Give me a second. I wasn't there for encoding. Encoding is like when you first see the thing, and it's like, it's go bloop, 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 and it's in your brain. Like, you see it, and it's like, I don't even fucking know. Like, I wasn't there that day. So we're going to just know. You know? It's like sensory memory. Your sensory memory encodes what you're seeing, and it holds it for a second, and everything in for a little bit. Everything in your line of sight, or smell, or senses in your sensory memory is encoded, okay? That's your sensory memory. Okay? Alright. Okay, now storage. Just storage. That's the important part. There are 3 steps of storage. Your storage capacity is huge. This big, but not unlimited. It's not unlimited. The length of your storage is about 1/4 of a second. Excuse me. What happens to information in the sensory memory? Because that's where it is when it's encoded. And you're like, what happens after it's encoded? What happens after it's encoded? And I'm like, shut up. Listen to me. Stupid. Oh no! Okay. What happens? Information in the sensory memory. Okay. So think for a second. I know that might be hard for some of you. That's a joke. Don't take me seriously. Okay. So think for a second. Do you remember, like, the colors of people's shirts, or exactly what people were wearing when they walked by you when you went outside today? I hope you went outside today. Like, if you walk by somebody in a hallway and they're not, like, important to you, like, you don't know them, like, I don't care. Like, you know? Oh, okay. Here's a trick. If you've watched any of my other videos, what was I wearing in the first video I posted on here? I don't even remember. And it was me. That's an example of, like, the stuff that we lose that isn't important to us. Like, when something's not important, you don't remember it, you know? Like, what's important in, like, the videos that I'm making is the content of what I'm speaking about, because that's the stuff that's on the test. It's not, you don't care what I'm wearing, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't care what I'm wearing. I don't even play state volleyball. Like, anyway. Yeah, so the stuff that's lost is things that aren't, like, important to us. It could be something that's really important to somebody else. Like, me personally, totally don't remember any of the crap that was on my algebra exam today. I don't know, I got a B-, but I still don't remember any of it because it was only important enough for me to remember it for the test and not long term. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, okay? Be patient. Anyway, yeah. What's left over that was important enough to us personally to remember, goes to short-term memory. Another example about me, because I only know what's going on in my life. I don't know what other people are remembering and forgetting. I'm not in your brain. Anyway, an example of something that moves to my short-term memory is what I got in the PACER test today, because I was like, oh, good job. Because it mattered to me. I actually don't. Like, I just remember that it was good. I'm not gonna tell you it, because that's for me, okay? That's for me. It's like, okay. So I remember that, but not the stuff on my algebra test, because that was important to me, and my algebra was not. Don't pay attention to my priorities. It's just an example. Yeah. Okay. So whatever's left over from your sensory memory moves on to your short-term memory. Your short-term memory is also known as the working memory. Why is it called the working memory? Well, because it works. What do you think? Well, because it works. Oh my god, there's a big old freaking... Oh my god, they can fly? Oh my god, it's on my ceiling. It's okay, I'm a big boy. Why are you on my freaking ceiling? It's a box elder bug or something. If it flies at me, I'm gonna scream and cry. I believe all life is sacred, but I swear to God, if you come at my face, I'm gonna pray for you. Because I don't feel... Gandhi, whatever. But if I can... Oh my god, it's... Ooh, I don't like it. Oh god. I'm gonna remember that because it was scary. Actually, I might not remember. Oh my god, it's crawling at me. Oh, okay, I'm gonna, okay. Shoo! Go away. Okay. I'm gonna keep going on. It's called the working memory because it's called the working... No, stop walking. It's called the working memory. Why do you have wains? It's called the working memory because, it works. Like, here, how old are you? And speak out loud. Speak. How old are you? What's your name? You know these things. Your working memory just went and grabbed them from long term and brought them up so you can remember them, and then they go back in the long term. And then while this is doing that, your working memory is also taking all of the sensory information around you. Your sensory memory is taking it and encoding, and then sorting through it and saying, okay, this matters, this doesn't matter, this matters, this doesn't matter, and taking what matters and moving it into long term, or whatever, taking what doesn't matter and forgetting it, okay? So that's why it's called the working memory. Here's an analogy. The teacher gave me this. You better move back. You better move back. I'm talking to you. You better not... Yeah. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, stop. Why are you on my ceiling? How'd you get in my house? Anyway. All life is sacred. Anyway, so say there's like a loading dock for a big old warehouse, and a truck comes in and it lands at the and it parks at the loading dock. The loading dock is short-term memory. So the little worker guys, the little people who work at the loading dock, they take the things out, and then it's like, say it's a big box. And you know when you open a box, it's got all the packaging in it, it's got like peanuts, packing peanuts and like styrofoam and all that shit that kills the... It flew! And all that shit that kills the planet. They took all that out and then they throw it away and they take whatever the packaging is inside that matters to them, and then they put it in the warehouse. The thing that they take out of the box and put in the warehouse is what you remember, and the things that are just packaging are the things you don't remember. Like, I'm gonna keep this door open. I'm keeping that door open. Like, I know you're a camera. Not you, but the bug. Hey! Stop it! Yeah, you crawl the other way. You're lucky I don't know how to edit videos, otherwise I would have paused this and grabbed a little cup and a paper and I'd take you outside. Hey, you wanna take this outside? If you fly at me, I swear to God. So the things in the box are the things that the long-term memory holds. And the packaging is the things that are forgotten. Okay, so the things go into long-term memory and you can forget about them. Well, not forget about them, but they're like not being consciously used and stored. Oh my God. Being consciously used and stored. I'm just gonna stay in the door. Being consciously used and stored. Yeah. So short-term memory works, and so short-term memory will go and retrieve something or store something, and then long-term memory holds it. So you don't have to think about it. So long-term memory is like unconscious brain. So for example, long-term memory would hold all the things you're repressing, and they would be forcibly held there so you don't have to think about them. But during like the nighttime, your short-term memory might like retrieve them during a dream or whatever, and like when you have a nightmare related to your trauma or whatever. Oh my God. Like I'm gonna have a nightmare about this. I'm gonna have a nightmare about this. It's gonna be my dreams, Beetle. Okay. Stop! It's not listening to me. Don't know why I thought it would. Literally does not speak any languages that I know of. The closer it crawls towards me, the longer it's gonna be before I can make up the courage to go and stop recording. And I don't know how to edit videos. Anyway, so I'm just gonna grab my notes. And I'm gonna keep talking. Because this is this is gonna help you remember. You're gonna think, oh my god, that homosexual was so scared of a bug, and they sounded so oh my god, and they sounded so like this, and they were like, oh my gosh, that was so funny and weird and crazy and kind of embarrassing for them. And that's why I'm gonna remember what long-term memory is. Okay. Yeah, so it receives information from sensory memory and prepares it for transferal into long-term memory. Long-term memory holds information for later use. Short-term retrieves information from long-term memory to be used to achieve tasks. When we are using information, thinking about or doing something, it is in our short-term memory. When we're, like, you're thinking of something, that's not something being held in your long-term memory. You can't consciously think about anything in your long-term memory because then it's in your short-term memory. Yeah, just try it. I dare you. You can't. You can't do it. Okay, it's calling away from me now. I wonder where it's going. Like, what compels it to go that way? What would be a bug? Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the length of storage in your short-term memory is about 30 seconds. So, like, after you think of something originally, it stays in your short-term memory for 30 seconds. If you think about it again, it stays in there for another 30 seconds. If you think about it again, it's another 30 seconds. So, like, if I say, ah! Fuck! Oh my god. Where is it? Oh my god. This is so embarrassing. Where'd it go? Bro. Sir? Where are you? Oh my god. Oh jeez. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I apologize. I knew that was gonna happen. It was bound to happen at some point. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Okay, I'm brave. Alright, I'm gonna get back to you.